going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Josh and I make videos on majority TTs at the minute, but I am starting to branch out into different things. So if you are interested in anything sort of mechanical or just simply laughing at somebody that doesn't really know how to work on cars, subscribe, because I'm definitely that guy. Today it marks the start of a series of videos that is basically going to be based on my dad's car. Now, if you don't know already, or you're not subscribed, or you're not a fan of the channel, my dad has an Audi TT Mk2 TTS, and it's the black edition. If you don't know already, I'm going to leave some, I think it's at the top left, I'll put an arrow as to where it is, but basically, yeah, you guys can go there and watch some of the videos that I've already done on this car. But today is going to be the day that I actually drive the car. Now, Dad's owned this car from about 2013, which obviously is a very long time. Almost, yeah, well, 10 years, and I've not driven this car once. So today marks my first impressions on the car, and then throughout the week I'm going to get an understanding of the car, and then at the end of the week I'm actually going to be modifying the car, which is obviously going to be a separate video. If you are excited for these series of videos, I urge you, please guys, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and put on the bell icon as well, because you'll be notified every single time one of them videos comes up. It's quite exciting because I sort of want to compare it. Obviously, I've got the Mark 1, my dad has the Mark 2. These are not sort of, well, they're sort of similar power. So stock, these come 276, and obviously mine's 245, slightly higher than the than mine, obviously. But is this a heavier car? I'm not quite sure. If you guys know a little bit more about these, then do let me know. But as I said, this is sort of first impressions. I like the sound of this as well, although Dad hasn't done any modifications to this yet. So but it's going to change by the end of this weekend, trust me. Right, talk about the car, because I don't really know much about it. I know TT Mark 1s, but not TT Mark 2s.
Well, before I had an MR2, and basically always wanted a TT, so I sold that, which I sort of regret, because it was a brilliant car to drive. There you go, just locked it. And effectively put that down as a payment on this, got this. Low mileage, it was 9,000 miles, 2011, and I bought it in 2013 December. Yeah,
so I remember when we bought this, the guy that they bought it off, it was used approved, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got 2 years warranty on it, which was really good, proper warranty. And like I say, it was low mileage, it was in mint condition.
Yeah.
Not a mark on it. Unfortunately, as time's gone on, obviously it's got more wear on it, but it's still only 49,000, which is low.
This is your daily driver, isn't it? Yeah. So this is my dad's daily driver, and the thing is with this, like, Dad does not like to put it in sport mode or ever. So it'll probably be the first time that it's going to be in sport mode in about 6 or 7 years. So my dad absolutely babies this car, and obviously, understandably, it's his pride and joy, and like it is for a lot of people watching here as well, whether it be a Mark 2, Mark 3 or Mark 1. Fans of the channel know that a TT is definitely, obviously, their pride and joy. So what spec is this? Because I know that I know everything. Like I said, I know everything. Yeah. I know everything about TT Mark 1s, just not TT Mark 2.
So this is the black edition, which has got lowered suspension. It's got the bigger 19-inch wheels as standard.
Yeah.
Which you can get as an upgrade, but these are standard. This one's an automatic S-tronic.
Yeah, so it's definitely excited for
the red leather. Does need a hoovering there, obviously. Red door panels. Upgraded sat nav with the full display.
The Navigation Plus, isn't it?
Yeah, that's had the, I think it's called the SDS, which is a speech module. So basically, you take it to a company, they flash the firmware on it, and it allows you to press the button and you can tell it to do commands.
Didn't we try and use it, but it just wasn't very good?
It's a bit deaf. but having said that, with the roof, it will be. The only sort of small fly in the ointment is, that there's a hole appeared, there's a pressure point there, and basically I've just put some, it's supposed to be roof repair, it looks awful, but it's stop it ripping. So to get this replaced, new roof replaced with the Audi Steelers, it's over 6 grand. It's about, I don't know, 7 grand or something all into it, so I didn't bother.
No.
I've got to try and somehow repair that properly at some point. Like I say, it's got pretty much all the spec. I think there is, even though it's a twin exhaust,
It's not twin, it's quad.
Quad. Well, yeah, but I think there is a sports exhaust for it. I think you can upgrade it one more. I believe. But I haven't got that. But everything else on it is the top spec. Apart from you can pay extra to have folding wing mirrors, which this hasn't got.
Yeah.
And I still don't know to this day. Tire pressure module is £150.
Option, yeah.
Yeah, option, and had everything but that, which I don't really understand. But
yeah, so a woman, didn't they?
Yeah,
it was literally a woman's car before, and the guy that was the woman who was married to the guy that owned a meat dealer, didn't he? Yeah, he owned a meat dealer, and then he bought her this as like a present.
And that's probably one of the reasons it was quite low mileage. I don't think it was used a lot.
Yeah, 9,000 miles. She barely used it.
Yeah, and like I say, I've had it since 2013, and I've only put 40,000 miles on it, which is not a lot really.
40,000 miles in 10 years is nothing.
Yeah, I would say.
And obviously, this is always it's never missed like a service or anything like that. You're very anal about that sort of stuff.
I've put what's called a smart top on it, which basically you can press and hold the key and see if it does it. And it will do the roof automatically. So that's quite handy.
This is I'm looking forward to this.
That's it.
So I really want to get obviously a feel for having a soft top as well, because I haven't really talked about this in a video yet, but I'm actually on the lookout for an Audi TT Mk2 convertible. It's something as a project car. Now, a lot of people obviously work on coupes, and I already have a coupe, so it's literally pointless me getting a coupe. So yeah, I want to see what this is like, whether or not I can actually record videos in it. I do have my mic, but I want to see if it's actually viable. Is there anything that I need to know with regards to like
don't crash it.
Obviously.
Don't put it in sports mode, and don't crash it when it's cold.
There's only one of them. There's only two of them that I can do. That's the first and last, but it's definitely going in sports mode. My dad also, so my dad's this type of person. You know the guys that just drive around with the Audi TT hat that also matches the interior and the exterior of the car. My dad is that guy. So yeah, I'm excited to get out in this. Like I said, this car is beautiful. My dad's really looked after this car as well. Absolutely love the seats in them. So as my dad mentioned, these are a optional extra. So yeah, it seems silly that the person who actually spec'd this out didn't go for the TPS sensors when they're 150 quid, whereas the actual, I believe the stitching as well, the stitching's optional, as well as the center bits. There is actually I think like a second stage where you can get the tunnel, the same, but I think that would be sort of too much red. I really like the way that they've spec'd this. I mean, even down to the door cards as well. As you might know, if you're a fan of the channel, I had a BMW which had the same colour seats, so definitely a fan of the red.
Well, I've got to hand you the keys now.
Yep.
Oh no.
You nervous? He didn't answer. He didn't answer. Yeah, so I'm going to go and get my camera equipment set up. So the next shot you should see is me actually in the car on the road. So let's get inside. Right, boys, we're in the car now. I'm going to go and set a destination for myself. First impressions, this car feels very much more sort of open compared to the TT. Well, when I say compared to the TT, I'm talking about my car. It seems very more sort of like spacious and open. I feel as though I'm not really restricted. I don't know if that's because of the seats. Obviously, I've got the wing backs. I apologise as well, the sun's on this side at the minute. So obviously safety first. I'm going to sort of just like enjoy the car first. Obviously let it warm up before I sort of do anything silly in it. I'm super excited for this. As I mentioned, this is an automatic, so the S-tronic gearbox. I'm excited for the gear. My dad is like looking at me through the window. I think he's a little bit nervous, but I'll look after this car. But yeah, I didn't want to mention earlier, guys, but yeah, so we've got this car for 3 days. Super excited to actually make some videos on this car. As I said, my dad's owned this car for about 10 years now, and I've not driven it once. This is actually the first time I've driven it. Well, I say that, I mean, I've probably just gone up the road. And when I say gone up the road, I probably just took it up about 20-30 meters, then turned it around and brought it back. There is a lot of road noise though, and I think that obviously comes from having the soft top.
Not too sure what it's like in the Mark 1, but I could imagine it's probably worse. Gear changes in this as well were not violent in any way, shape or form. Very nice, easy gear changes. I mean, the S-Tronic is proving to be a good gearbox. When you compare it to some of the earlier models like the DSGs, they were sort of made of cheese, whereas this is quite the opposite. Give it a little bit of a boot. Yeah, just easy, just effortless. What I do like about this car as well is it does have them squeaks and clanks. Nothing bad, obviously, nothing bad, but I quite enjoy that. Like, my car is filled with drama when you drive it. It's not just a case of you getting it, you drive from A to B. There's so much drama, and obviously with the intake and the modified exhaust on my car, it definitely makes a difference. I can't really hear the exhaust on this car. Obviously I've not got it in sport mode yet, and I believe this is a valve system as well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put it down into sport now. Put it into sport. Oh, using all the rev range. Oh, this car's fun. You know what as well? I know this car is thanking me at the minute, because this car does not get driven like this. Oh, just absolutely effortless. The gears as well, just plod along like it's nothing. Whenever I need a gear, it's there. And now it's just as simply as, obviously we've just been hooning, put it straight back into drive. Obviously goes up a gear. Easy. Absolutely love this. It's so effortless. But I don't know if that's sort of a placebo effect when it comes to obviously just being able to put your foot down and sort of just press the accelerator, because obviously it's automatic. Like my left foot is bored at the minute. It's practically not doing anything. I apologise as well for the sun being over here. This car is awesome, and I hope as well some of the noises are coming through on camera. But yeah, this is just very much a first impressions. I haven't got really chance to see what it's like on handling at the minute. I want the tyres to sort of warm up a little bit before obviously I do that. Got a bit of a straight now, so again, back into sport. Let's do the flappy paddle. This actually has flappy paddles as well, so. Oh, yes. Love that. Oh, just instant as well. Nice little bit of a pop as well, obviously when I change gear. I'm going to put it now just back into drive, normal drive mode. Fully automatic mode, so not using the flappy paddle gearbox. Brakes fill me with confidence in this car, like they really do. No need to stamp on them or anything like that, no need to sort of really press down for them to actually do anything. The bite is, like I said, right at the top. My dad's recently replaced the brakes, so that's probably got a lot to do with it, but absolutely loving this so far, boys, and I hope you are as well. You know what, I feel the adrenaline. I love driving cars, boys. If you want to see more videos like this, like doing reviews, like this was so easy to sort of obviously organize. So just so easy, boys. Just absolutely, I can't stress this enough. So easy. I mentioned before, obviously, the drama that's involved with the Audi TT Mark 1, my car, and the induction kit has a lot to play in that because of just, simply the noise. The noise that it generates is just, I think it's the sort of the cherry on the cake, and definitely this is what this car needs. The exhaust sounds nice. Obviously, I've not had the window down yet because I don't want it to blow out the speakers, but I'll have a little bit of a send in a minute with the obviously the windows down. The steering wheel definitely feels like it's connected to the to the actual wheels. My car's is quite a bit of slop. I don't know if that's because of the age and obviously the bushes as well not being replaced. There's a lot of slop within mine, which is something that I need to address in a later video, but just the way it drives at the minute compared to this is just on a different level. Well done, Audi, well done. So we have got a bit of a chance here as well to see what it feels like. There is a Corsa that's coming up on my right. They don't know what's going to hit them. Not ready. So it's a little bit slow to pick up, but when it picks up, it goes. Wow, this car is so much fun. And again, back into drive, as if nothing ever happened. Just absolutely left the Corsa back there. Oh, what a car, man. Guys, if you have the opportunity to buy a TT, whether it's a TT Mark 1 or TT Mark 2 or Mark 3, I highly suggest it. Just the sort of aura of this car is, I can't explain what this car is like. Well, I can explain, and I have explained, but the connection between myself and this car, you guys know how much I love my Audi TT, and that definitely spills over into the Mark 2. RS4 there as well, what a beautiful looking car. But yeah, I highly suggest you get one. Audi is such a nice make as well, and the TT, unfortunately, I think I mentioned this in one of the last videos as well, the TT is no longer going to be made, so obviously the prices of these cars hopefully will go up. Some of the special ones such as the TT RS Plus and other versions as well are going to go up, but yeah, I highly suggest, if you do want a little bit of a getaway, some excitement in your life, you have a different car, I'd sell it. Sell it, guys, sell it and buy an Audi TT, because I promise you won't regret it, promise.
So boys and girls, that is it. I've just recorded my first impressions on the car. Now I outroed this a little bit ago. However, I wanted to come somewhere sort of, I mean, I was going to say nice, but we're just in some sort of like random car park. And this is just very much, as I mentioned, the first impressions, just to get an idea as to what the car's about, start to sort of understand it sort of on the top layer. However, as mentioned, I'm going to have this car for a little bit longer, so over the 3 days I'm going to get to know this car, what are the good, what are the bad. I'm also going to make videos on them as well, so 5 things I love, 5 things I hate. What a car. The colours as well really work on this car. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Josh. This has been the first impressions on my it's not mine, on my dad's Audi TTS Black Edition, and that was our POV. Peace out, guys.